everyone, Vito's A32 back again. A few days ago I did a video where I posted some tips for Kickstarter creators on how to have a better or more successful Kickstarter project while I was just sitting here playing with some decks that I got from Kickstarter, and a couple more tips came into my head. Number one, it is a good idea if you're going to do a project on Kickstarter and you got the artwork done, get a few prototypes made of the playing cards. You can get them produced by makeplayingcards.com, or Liberty Cards, which is through Gambler's Warehouse, also known as Arlington Printing. I think it's also got a different name. But anyways, you can get some good prototype text produced by them. That way, you've got something to show in the video on your project page. A video is always good. And you actually have something, a real deck that you can show pictures of instead of just simple artwork, sketches, stuff like that. So that's always good. It's always good to do a few, because you can always, if you have a cardistry friend, or can get in touch with somebody who's in cardistry, you can actually get them to produce a video showing off the cards, especially if it's decent quality set of playing cards, so that you got something to show. But that isn't necessarily a requirement. And then the other thing, you can always send prototypes to reviewers like me, and we can do a review, show it to our thousands of subscribers, and possibly get you some more sales. A second tip would be, I was just thinking of this and I forget. Bear with me a second, it'll come to me. Oh, a second tip. If your project is not in, if you don't speak or write English very well, you can always find someone that does, so that your project page looks very professional, doesn't have grammatical errors or spelling mistakes or anything like that, and it comes across as more professional and businesslike. It's always a good idea. Also, if tip number 3, I guess, would be, if you aren't sure you can handle fulfillment, aren't sure you can handle the project, or you're in a country that you cannot use Kickstarter with, you can get in contact with a couple of different companies like collectibleplayingcards.com or gamblerswarehouse.com, and they will, if they like the idea, they'll produce the deck for you, fulfill it, have it produced. It takes care of all the hassle. All you have to do is design the deck, submit the artwork, and they'll take it from there. And they'll give you credit where credit is due, or you can write your name on the Aces page or something, you know, on the box, whatever. So it's always a good idea. Especially if you're in a country that you can't use Kickstarter with, or you're all the way across the world, which makes it really hard to get in touch with USPC and to get stuff delivered to you, and adds on extra costs. Just get someone in North America to do it, and it takes care of a lot of the hassle, really. And I think that's it. I just wanted to mention a few more tips that I thought I would pass along that are really good, I think, for doing a project on Kickstarter for playing cards. Like I said, get some prototypes made up so that you can possibly set up with different people in the card world and help get word out. At the very least, have something to show on your project page instead of just a sketch or some artwork. And it also shows that you are committed to producing it by having samples made and getting them out there. And because you'll have the artwork done and whatnot. And of course, like I said, if English is not your best language, it's not your first language, ask for help. Don't be afraid. It'll look more professional and be better. And also, you can always go through a website like collectibleplayingcards.com or gamblerswarehouse.com and they'll be more than happy to produce your deck and sell it and fulfill it, and you'll still get paid for it. And it's just a lot easier. But that is what I've got. And if I think of anything else, I'll be sure to pass it on. But that's just a couple more Kickstarter tips. I'll see you next time.